Good evening everyone and welcome to another EU1 race. This week we're at Mexico and I'm joined today by Shelly the Turtle for the second time.
How's it going? We're back in the booth.
We are back.
It's like, I don't know, what's a big return or reunion? Like a dog and like a Marine coming home or something.
I don't know, how long ago was China? A couple of weeks.
3?
Yeah, something like that. But last race of the year, then we have a 2-week break, and then we're back in January, which is next year, 2022.
What's this speed ups another year?
Yeah, true. That's true. Jensen is the first one out, and he's going through the stadium section right now, so he will be starting his lap very shortly.
Let me pull up some telemetry. A little bit of data going.
Yeah, let's get some data going.
Oh yeah.
There he goes, speeds out of the last corner, takes it very wide, and there he goes, runs a lot of curb and starts his lap. First one to set a lap. If he doesn't invalidate, this will be the time to beat for now, because he's on the mediums, so this probably is a banker lap. There you go.
Big long run down to turn 1, and that will be something to watch when the race starts.
He lost the back end a bit there, and I think he's given up on his lap, or has he? He's still pushing. Seems like he's still pushing hard. Still gets the purple first sector. I think that will be beaten. Yes, it will be beaten. Lynx might set a better lap than Jensen does, since Jensen made a little mistake. This is going the first one to go through the S section of the evening. EU1.
A very tricky section of track there.
Beautiful to see.
Off the wall.
Beautiful to see how they do not invalidate and don't crash at that section of the track. I hate it.
I think a lot of people would agree with you on that. Not fun.
And there he goes, comes around the final corner and sets a time of 1:21 flat, and there he comes, Lynx with a 16.3, but he's also on the medium, so that's 5 seconds. Well, 4.7 if you want to be correct, but round it up to 5 seconds. That's a lot. R-bar 17.6 and Electric Blade at 29.4.
It seems like Electric Blade had a little bit of a moment as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can get back around. 70 lap, he'll be great.
Snipes has gone way off track. Hasn't crashed, but that's the end of his lap.
Well, that's great. Love to see it, love to see it. Who's coming around now? We have an Alpine, I think. We
might love to see it, but he doesn't. Oh, Donamo getting the back end all sliding there at the start of the second sector. That's not what you want. That's gonna ruin your lap. You see what it did to Jensen. His back end slided only once in the whole lap, and he goes 5 seconds slower than provisional pole. Lynx then, second lap, 16.1 on provisional pole until these guys get on the softs. Donamo setting the purple second sector.
61 pretty strong to the medium, especially in EU1.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll be a good top 10 time.
Donamo on the softs, by the way, goes second with a 16.4. Must have been that mistake at the start of the second sector. I think otherwise he would have had pole.
I think he would have as well, especially on the soft tires.
Yeah, he should have actually.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Didn't happen though.
Yeah, true.
Who else we got out on a flyer here?
Who's gonna be next over the line? Good question. I think it's gonna be Calzo. Also on the mediums. Fun fact, I hate the middle sector, but in the end in qualifying I had purple through the middle sector every lap I did on Monday. That's just great.
Something to point out, Thomas the 15.8 been invalidated, so the pace is there for pole tonight.
He has invalidated. I saw it in the stadium section, so that's why we went over to Calzo, who just runs wide on the second sector and invalidates. That's commentator's curse, if you want to call it that. Fruitful coming up next. And he hasn't invalidated. He's on the softs. Is this going to be pole? Or provisional pole? Session is far from over yet. Here he comes. I think it is. Yes, it is. 15.5.
A solid lap there. Playing a 15.5 in the softs and
very solid.
To be very
Profodus sets a 17 flat. Jay Wizzy with a 15.5 also. Thomas 15.3. There is that pace you were talking about.
Oh yeah. These EU1 guys are on different levels.
yeah. That's how it goes in here. As how do I say that? Alpumut or something? I don't know. So he in his Mercedes just set the purple first sector. So can he beat Thomas's time? Oh, seemed like he lost the back end there. Got a bit slidey on the curb and might just be lag because he is from America. No invalidation either. Just going through the stadium section right now.
Did you see what I saw? There's a Rolex sign.
Yeah, I saw it. Is he beating Thomas? Yes, he is. Oh no, he isn't. Okay, my mistake. 15.5.
These guys are just trying to throw bank on him and
Electric Blade 29.4 on the softs. I think he's gonna set another lap on the mediums in the future. Kitten goes 10th with a 19.1. Who else is crossing the line? I'm seeing Ferraris on outlaps. Jensen's on his soft run. Here he comes, runs a lot of curb on the inside. This time 14 flat, 1.3 seconds faster.
Alright, that's great, isn't it?
And what did you say earlier? He needs a podium in every race to win the championship?
He needs a lot of first
points.
And seconds to get that championship back. You
First
can
and
afford
seconds.
a third here and there, but he
because there's only this is one, and there's 6 races left to go after this. So yeah,
I have to be pretty confident being a second and 3
he
tenths ahead of
has
the
to
rest
put
of
in the work if he wants the championship, though.
Definitely. It's not gonna come easy.
How many? We have 18 people in here, but how many of these are actually EU1? That's like, I think about 6 or 8, right? Out of the 18. All the others are just reserves, right? Or am I wrong?
I know Electric Blade and Bonzo are from AM2.
Yeah, I know.
Kitten's
It's
AM1.
wait, Jensen, Snipes, Lynx, Fruitful, Calzo, Seabucks, and Saucy are from EU1, and all the others I'm not. Most of them are not, and then a couple of them I'm not sure about. You'll have to see how the attendance rating of this tier is.
Oh yeah.
So great.
One of the best, if not the best.
The best. Let me tell you that.
Got a Haas come through the same section. Electric Blade, 11 seconds up this time. Love to see it.
He was praying in Discord the game would give him a teammate, but turns out he didn't get one. Goes 8th.
16-2 on the softs. Not bad.
Saucy, 16-3, just behind him.
I think Kitten's coming across the line now.
Second time, 74.
Puts him in last. Maybe he gets those 4 sets off.
Famu, next one. Used all of his ERS this lap, 15-8. Seabucks probably. I'm not sure who the Alpine is crossing the line. It was Seabucks. He must have invalidated his lap, and yes, he did, but probably at the end of the lap, since he has invalidated his next one too. So who can we watch now? I'm seeing a Red Bull. They're on their out laps. Mercs on their out laps. Oh, we have a yellow flag. That's Electric Blade. Probably just letting people past. I think he's out of fuel.
Yeah. He is definitely out of fuel.
Still Hecht and Max haven't gone out of the pits yet. Are they looking to start from the back? Maybe see if they can get through the chaos of the opening laps.
I mean, that's not a bad idea here, especially with how turn 1's shaped on in-game and in real life.
I started P2 and I ended up crashing lap 2. Yay.
Well, I'm proud of you. That's one person that...
Yeah, I wouldn't be I wouldn't call that something to be proud of, but yeah, sure. I got pushed wide to be overtaken, and then I got and then he crashed ahead of me and I hit him. That's the end of my race.
Fantastic.
Nice.
You love to see it.
You love to see it. I mean, I hate
just out here on an out lap.
True. I mean, I hate the track anyway, so I don't mind. The earlier, I mean, crash lap 2, I could just leave, so I didn't mind.
Yeah, I think most guys don't really care for Mexico this year. Really
I mean, I was in the running to win the, as before this goes 7 to the 15-7. I was in the running to win the championship, but yeah. Then you hit a couple of tracks that completely not suit you. You hit some crashes. You get a race ban. You get deleted out of the running. As this guy in his Mercedes goes 14.8. Calzo third with a 14.9. Yeah.
Shane, you got a race ban. I'm disappointed.
What do you mean? I did crash on purpose because I got brake checked by someone. I mean, I was just mad because you don't take out one of the championship contenders. You don't do that, you know? You're careful.
You know, who's a championship contender? Jensen, who's behind him, Fruitful, 14.5 on the soft tire.
Fruitful goes on a 14.5. Wow, that's... People are getting closer and closer to Jensen, but not close enough though. There's still 5 tenths in between.
Yeah, that 14 flat is an insane time to have up there right now.
Definitely, I definitely couldn't do that myself.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I did that. Check his tires. Who else we got coming around? Mercs in the pits. Some kind of blue car coming around. That's an Aston Martin. So many blue dots. I can't keep up with it. It's too much. Kyle's going to the pits. Everybody's setting up for their last flyer here. I wonder if Jensen will come back up.
Only 3 minutes left. Time has flown by, to be honest.
Oh.
Hecht in his Aston is out. Seabucks and Max still in. As he sets the purple first sector, is he going to steal pole away from Jensen in his debut?
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
His first race, he needs to get the other 2 sectors right if he wants to do it, but looking smooth through the second sector. There he goes. No purple second sector.
Oh, actually got me on my seat, the edge of my seat. I'm about to jump out of it.
He's probably not getting pole, but he is getting up there somewhere. Nah, he's definitely not getting pole.
Yeah. I had to...
There he goes, 15.9, okay, nowhere up there. I thought he would be higher. 11 it is.
jumping out of my seat if we had Tech 21 on the front row in front of Jensen.
I was ready to see him take that pole away, but nope.
Oh, somebody do it, boys. Put Jensen in a little bit of trouble.
Somebody do it. Well said. I mean, he was pretty dominant in Bahrain. Maybe he will be again today, looking at the fact that he's like 5/10 faster than the competition.
Yeah, we might have to make a different league for Jensen and Assassin to have a nice
The closest competition. Oh yeah, Jensen and Assassin. What if they would do a 1v1? I still think Assassin would win though, but
I don't know, because didn't Jensen pull off the win in China?
he did, didn't he?
Remember that? Oh,
Yeah, right. I'm not sure, but I think he did. Yeah. Yeah.
Don Amu just went 8th with a 15.5.
Well done. Famu just crashed in the second sector. That's you love to see it. Kitten invalidated his lap. He does have time for another one. Who's next? We have a couple of guys. Jensen is going slowly through the middle sector as he's on a lap. Is he going to try for another flyer because there's a lot of traffic ahead in the stadium section?
Yeah, getting down there in qualifying, if he wants to make the checkered flag, he's going to have to pick it up a little bit.
There are some people who will have to pick it up indeed if they want to make the checkered flag. Arbar is now coming into the stadium section with 20 seconds to go. So is, I think that's the Don Amo, so he doesn't have to worry anymore. Yes, it is. Arbar will cross the line in time with 6 seconds left to go. Oh, he just set a time, 15.4. And there we go, that's the end of qualifying.
Well, that's great, Codemasters. Mine's been done for like 10 seconds before yours were. Oh,
Right.
fantastic. Yeah, love to see it.
Next year we'll have a complete EA game, right? Or not? I think we
I
will.
hope.
This one,
Like slight improvement. Keeps them better.
I don't know, man. You ever seen FIFA stuff?
Yeah, don't even talking about sports games. The only sports game that's decent is MLB.
Oh, Jay
rest of them
Wheezy's
just
sideways on the
one grab.
track in the middle sector. Calzo now invalidated his lap. Jensen through purple in the middle sector, through the stadium section right now. Is he going to get into the 13s? He might. Will he though? He dives into the pits.
Boo. Oh, come on.
Ooh, I really wanted him to though. The only one to get his car in the 13s.
Everybody throw eggs at his car, please.
What?
We didn't like that.
Yeah. And then we have Arbar last one to dive into the pits, and then a session will be done and we can get to the race.
Yeah, I wonder if the timing's messed up for Zombie. He's on an out lap here with no time left in quali, so that's nice to see.
Right. We might need someone to leave the game. I hope we
can't
don't
wait
have
for
to
next year.
restart. Please don't restart.
$60 for Abu Dhabi. I'm so excited.
What, Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, the updated Abu Dhabi. It's gonna be in F1 2022, I think.
Oh, in F1 2022, but it's not yet
Yeah.
in this game, right?
Oh no, it's not coming to this game.
Oh, great. I like the track the way it is actually Abu Dhabi. So I like Spa, I like Abu Dhabi, I like Australia. All three of them get a rework, but this track we're on right now does not get a rework. It needs one, I'm telling you. It does.
Yeah, especially in that second.
I hate it. Yeah. Like, I mean, everything's fine except for that sector.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. As Famu did just start another lap. Could you please leave if you can hear me? Because we're gonna be stuck on 1 second. Unless the session isn't over yet for them, but I doubt it.
I'm sure he's gonna be confused. He's gonna look at his phone and like 10 things from Discord. That'd be great. That's how it goes.
Oh, and there you go. We're stuck on 1 second. Woohoo!
We have a Haas in the lobby, McSchumacher. You did get your teammate after
He's
all.
completely lagging on my screen. He's just teleporting.
Yeah, did you just see that fantastic jump
Oh,
out?
oh. He's
God, you
just...
went over the Mexico sign. Come on, man. Come on. Come
So
on,
he's
look
still
on
in control of his car because there's no way the car would do that, right?
it. Yeah, I think he.
He's going into the pits now. Maybe this will help, hopefully. Oh, there we go. Retired. I hope that also
He retired
works.
on your screen?
Yeah, he has. He retired.
Oh, I'm so happy that we have different screens because he's still on my screen in the flesh. That's fantastic.
Really?
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. There we go. We have Jensen taking pole with a 14 flat, 5/10 faster than the closest competition, which is Alp in second with 14.5. Fruitful in third, Lynx in fourth, Calzo takes fifth, sixth is for Thomas, seventh Snipes, Arbor takes eighth, Donamo ninth, and your top 10 rounded off with Jay Wizzy. Profodas in 11th, Famu 12th, Seabucks 13th, Hecht 14th, 15th for Electric Blade, 16th gets Saucy, and Kitten and Max did not set a time. Oh wait, Kitten did in 17th, 18 goes to Max. Both McLaren starting at the back of the grid, Snipe starting in 7th with the mediums inside the top 10.
I like that call from Snipes. It's a very decent time on the mediums. He might have been able to fight for a top 5 there on softs, but also the softs will go off and he'll be set for a good second half.
Great job. He got his mediums up there. Like, he set a good time on the mediums to be able to do that. Start as far up ahead on the harder compound.
Definitely. As we look at the
glad the lobby isn't glitched.
Yeah, no special sponsors we need to talk about for the moment. Nice Mexico sign. We always love to see that.
I'm seeing EU flags. Get out of here, America.
Fair enough. You got a Mexican flag down there somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing any USA flags though, so...
No, nobody made the trek down. Come on, guys, be better. The real question is, do we get 2 minutes, or does somebody press X? We'll have to see.
I don't know, but in the meantime, we're sitting here, and we can talk about anything to fill the gaps.
Anything to fill the gaps, let's fill the gaps. I believe Jensen is behind Assassin by 96 points. So
96 points, and there's 6 races left. And if he wins 4, he gets 100 points. So that's already enough.
Yeah. A little bit of pressure.
7 if you include this one, actually.
Yeah. A little bit of pressure. It'll be alright.
We will have a 2-week winter break after this. The last race of the week here. Right now, you're witnessing it.
Oh yeah, happy holidays, you know.
On Thursday.
It's that time of year.
It is that time of year, yes. Only, I don't know if they'll be so great, the holidays, with COVID.
Yeah, some people won't be with their families, but FaceTime is a great tool in the...
yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same.
No. Last year, on New Year's Eve, we were watching Cars 3 on Disney Plus. Like, I mean, literally, we were watching the movie. It was like midnight, so we said Happy New Year's to everyone. We finished the movie and we went to bed. That's literally it.
You were probably one of the few people watching Cars 3 on New Year's.
I mean, there literally wasn't anything to do. On Christmas Eve, we played poker. Like, bro, come on.
That's always a nice little...
Yeah, first time I played, actually, my mom had to, like, teach me how it works. Because I have no clue. Okay, why am I in the... I'm in the TV pod, but I'm on camera type broadcast. Okay, there we go. Now I have my camera angle. So, Formation Lab, who's winning today? Is it Jensen?
If it's Jensen, I think I have to say yes, it's Jensen. I mean, he's so full way over.
He was dominant in qualifying, but keep in mind, it's a race. Tires degrade, first thing. You can get held up in the pits, second thing. You can just crash out of nowhere, or just get caught up in an incident. Anything can happen. You never know, but if all goes well, I think Jensen wins.
Yeah, I think that's best case scenario.
If he carries his dominant form from qualifying through into the race, he should have it.
Yeah, definitely. Sector 2, I saw a couple Rolex signs, so make sure to bring that up numerous times. Rolex, if you're listening, we have Jensen. You can sponsor him. Make you look good. 14 flat, you know. Rolexes make you go faster.
I mean, I definitely get like, if we get some sponsor deals, I'd get a Rolex though. Like, hell yeah.
Definitely. Looks like everybody started on the compound they qualified on. C-Bucks, Heck,
yeah, there's no restart, so they don't really have a choice. Except if you're outside the top 10, of course.
Yeah.
A lot of guys on mediums actually, well, way more on the softs. We have Kitten on the softs at the back, Vamu and Profodes outside the top 10 also on the softs. And Seabucks, Hecht, Electric Blade, Saucy, Max, and then Snipes on the medium. Snipes is on used mediums, the others have fresh new sets of mediums.
Fresh out of the Pirelli.
Also, this commentary here isn't bad though. English exam tomorrow. Hey, gotta practice somehow.
Oh yeah, true.
5 red lights and...
Bam.
Away we go. Jensen gets a good start. I'm seeing some other good starts. Electric Blade drops to the back. We're gonna stay at the front for now. Look at this back. All bunched up together. This straight's so long, so wide. Easily able to go 4 wide, maybe 5. Jensen leads through the first sector. Or the first couple of corners, I should say. And this is where the train gets formed. You go from...
Everybody got through safely.
Yeah, as I'm seeing Thomas and Profodes fighting each other. Oh, there's people that allowed Snipes to pass through. Also, Jay Weezy follows them through. Thomas dropping a lot of positions. Let's see who dropped the most positions at the start of the race. There we go. We have Donamo dropping 6. We have Profodes going up 5. It's looking pretty good.
Definitely. Not sure what happened to Don Amo.
No pit stops yet. No penalties yet. Okay.
I think we're damage free. I hope you are.
I think we are, and if we're not, we'll see as soon as someone dives into the pits. Look at that, Fruitful uses the back end.
19-1 started us up. That's
Where
some people's quali laps.
Where has that Merc go? He started second, he set a good time in quali, and he's dropped down to 5th. Really?
Yeah, not sure. I saw that
Kitten is bidding
on the start finish.
as Thomas drops another position, this time to R-Bars in his AlphaTauri, but he is outside the DRS range, of course. DRS will only be available at the end of next lap. And Vamu tried to go for the overtake on Thomas, and Thomas is out. Vamu is in, but he's doesn't have a front wing left, and that's a VSC. What happened there? We saw a brief moment of it. I think Vamu just crashed into the back of Thomas. Thomas definitely won't be happy with that.
Yeah, I saw...
a safety car would do Kitten very nice though. He could just catch up to the field again, but the game isn't nice enough to do so.
Yeah. I saw that Vamu went for the move going and saved the chicane there, and...
yeah, it looked like he sent the dummy around the outside and then wanted to go for the inside, but by the time he switched to the inside, I think Thomas started braking already, and that's why he ran into the back of him. At least that's what it looked like.
No, you said that perfectly. That's what I saw from being on board with that the entire time.
Yeah, that's what I saw from the very difficult camera angle I had.
Not sure
Electric
Bongo's
blade
doing
also damaged. Not sure where that came from.
that. Yeah, I did not catch that as I saw the massacre.
And there we go, end of the VSC, DRS enabled.
Getting through on the hard, so looking to
Yeah.
take those a long way.
And Jensen is outside the DRS range of Fruitful, or at least the other way around. Jensen has pulled a 1 second gap, so he doesn't have to worry about the DRS from behind. Fruitful, on the other hand, doesn't have DRS, and the guys behind him do have DRS, so he needs to watch out from behind. Will we see people try to go for a move? I think Jay Wizzy is out. Yes, it looks like he is. German all the places. He has spun in the second sector. By the looks of it, no damage, but you never know. At the top, the gaps are all about 5/10 or more. Near the back, also. Let's see now with DRS.
Blade throwing the softs and Bob is throwing the medium.
Is Link's gonna overtake Fruitful? By the looks of it, he isn't, but Calzo is getting pretty close. Lynx doesn't even have DRS. Jay Wizzy crashed on the last corner by the looks of it. And there he goes. Lynx is now back inside the DRS of Fruitful. And look at Jensen, he's just pulling and pulling that gap. He's over 2 seconds now already. And that's over the time of 1 lap.
Yeah, 2.5 second gap now. That is just.
Yeah, he pulled a 1 second gap, a whole second on 1 single lap. If he keeps that up, by the time they pit, he will be a lot of seconds ahead.
It is only what, a second. That is like
Yeah, a lot of seconds. I don't know what lap these guys will pit, so I can't say for sure when that will be.
Yeah.
So we're going to the stadium section here. And there we go, people having a good exits. And Lynx, there he goes, DRS enabled. And there he goes, this time he should be able to make the move. Fruitful not burning ERS. Look at how close, he's gonna send it there. No, he's not. He sticks behind. This allows Calzo to not catch up, and he gets a penalty. That's not what you want. As there are some moves going near the back of the field.
Yeah, no, that is heartbreaking for Calzo.
Yeah, he's in such a good spot right now. Like if he stays there or thereabouts, he can have so many points. Well, I mean, I say so many, like, it's a good amount of points. Of course, you'd love to be on the podium and get more points, but fourth is like best of the rest. Agreed?
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah.
Fourth is best of the rest.
Yeah, right. So, he's there, but that 3 seconds will be a thorn near the end of the race.
Definitely not going to help this race time at the end of the as the usual.
Lynx starts the straight being 6/10 behind. Will he be able to do anything this lap? He's getting close, but not close enough to send it. And now here he has to.
Fruitful's DRS for a couple laps now and just can't seem to get around his side of our teammate.
But Fruitful is on about 60 to 70%, while Lynx is on 80%.
It seems like Fruitful's burning a little bit more to stay ahead.
Yeah, he is burning a little bit more than Lynx is, but he's not burning a lot, to be honest, and he's still able to stay ahead on the straight, so straight line speed on these guys definitely not lacking. Let's give some other guys some screen time at the back of this train. Snipes here, 6/10 behind Profotus. On his mediums, he's keeping up when will these mediums become better than the softs? That's the question. Because as soon as they do, he jumps up into first.
I'd say around lap 10 is when you're going to see some guys start to pit for the soft tire and switch from...
Okay. Good insights.
Medium tire, my apologies.
Good insights, good insights. Is it a one-stop on this track?
Yeah, definitely. Or you can one-stop, you can do softs, hards. I feel like soft, mediums, and stretch.
Soft, medium, one-stop is a stretch, but if you do it with hards, you can.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? These guys all doing two stops then?
Yeah, that's
because
what I did.
you don't really want to be on the hards on this game, do you?
No, it's not great. Or at least Mexico's not a great track for the hards.
Yeah, there are some tracks you can use it, but it's never...
Mexico is not one of them.
Mexico is not one of them.
Definitely not.
Look at how close they are this time. Lynx, Calzo, so close together. Lynx is now 2/10, but he's gonna lose the time again down on this middle sector, I'm sure. Yeah, look at that. He's up to 5/10 again. He has DRS here, but in the stadium section, if he follows through close enough, he should be good on the straight. But he's not making it again. The stadium section is where he loses time every lap, and now instead of 6/10 last lap, he's 7/10 behind, and Calzo is looking way faster than him at the moment. So is Calzo going for the move this time? Lynx is burning. Lynx knows Calzo's coming, so he has to make a move himself, and he does. Sends it down the inside. Calzo follows him through in the inside, but can't make it stick. Wants to try the switchback, but can't make that work either. Electric Blade is off in the middle sector. And
yeah, unfortunate there for Electric Blade. Was running a good race.
Yeah, right.
I didn't mean that. I just saw where it was for a second there.
Yeah, I know he wasn't. He was running a good race, but at the back though. So 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. I think this man is retiring. Why else would you pick up 10 seconds of corner cutting penalties and 5 seconds driving into the pit lane? These are signs of a guy that wants to retire. As Arbor also picked up 3 seconds and we missed that. Is Fruitful going to be able to get back on these guys? That's the question. This time Lynx doesn't have any DRS, and Calzo seems to be faster than Lynx. And look at him, Calzo is burning, Lynx is not. Fruitful is burning. And there he goes, sends it down the inside. And slots in front, gets the move done beautifully. Profodes gets 2 positions. Oh, they're still fighting here. 3 people, they're almost going 3 wide. Profodes gets past Snipes and Alp. And they're still going side by side. Here we go. Mercedes does not have DRS.
Yeah,
Ferrari won. Ferrari looked down the inside but couldn't make it work. He wants to try the switchback, and that's what he couldn't make it work. He has to stay behind for another lap. Snipes on his mediums, he's doing good. I think he can get these 2 ahead, obviously, and then there's a 3-second gap to the guys in front of that. Jensen having a big lead. He's yeah, if he keeps it up, he's gonna win the race.
Jensen is basically Lewis Hamilton. That's all I have to say.
Jensen is basically Lewis Hamilton, yeah. Well, if you had Passas in here, he would be Hamilton, and Jensen would be Verstappen, right?
I think, I don't know, that works somehow.
Or the other way around, whatever you want.
Yeah.
And look at this, here he goes on the mediums, gets the DRS open, but Alp also has the DRS open. He's burning Alp, but he doesn't have any ERS left, neither has Snipes. Both 0% ERS, and look at that. Gets it down the inside, but Alp is not giving up. He wants the inside for the next corner, but that's not the corner where you want to go side by side in, because it loses you a lot of time. But he did make the switchback work, the side by side again. He has the outside, he has to switch to the inside, and nope, he couldn't send it in there. As I'm seeing a McLaren going slow in the stadium section. Vamu also picking up 10 seconds in the stadium section. He is soon to be retired. Lynx now picks up 3 seconds. That's great for Fruitful.
Yeah, I believe Alfmark, I think that's how you say his name, had a little bit of a moment there in sector 2 when he was going for the move on Snipe.
That's unfortunate. Back to the front though, Calzo is pulling 9/10 on Lynx. He wants to get outside that DRS range, but he doesn't have to worry about Lynx anymore because he also picked up 3 seconds. It's Fruitful he has to worry about. And Fruitful, for now, is stuck behind Lynx. He's not catching. I don't think he's burning any ERS. We have both Lynx and Calzo on 30%, and look at Fruitful, he's on 50% ERS, so he definitely is saving. Perfodas and Snipes are going at it again. There you go, Snipes gets past Perfodas on the medium tires. Lap 11, is this where the mediums are starting to get better?
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
I think lap 9 is where the...
your predictions were correct. Lap 10, we're 1 lap behind, but doesn't matter. It's in the vicinity.
Yeah, I definitely think the stop runners are going to want to get here within the next lap.
Oh, runs a lot of curb and doesn't lose control of the car. Impressive.
Calzo ran a little wider in the sector 2. Surprised that he did not lose the spot out to Lynx.
And look at that. If I look on the minimap, look at how close these 3 together are. Calzo, Lynx and Fruitful. Calzo's 9/10 gap has just been deleted. As we have an Aston Martin. Yep, exactly that. If he picks up 10 seconds in the 3rd sector, we definitely know he's retiring, just like the 2 guys did previously. And here we go. Is anyone sending it down the inside? No, there will not be people sending it down the inside. What am I saying? Arbor into the pits. My English isn't always.
He set a hard, like I predicted.
There we go. On a set of hearts, he's going for the 1 stop. Snipes wants to catch these 3 over here, but is he going to be able to do that? And will he get past Jensen if they pit? He probably will. He's only like, what is it, 9, 10, 11 seconds behind?
I think that's 11.
Yeah. Wait, that's very easy to see if we just put it on gap to leader, and there we have it. 11 seconds behind, 10.9 now. Yeah. I never said I was the smartest, but there you go. How long does a pit stop take? About 18, 20 seconds. Oh, look at Fruitful. He almost hit the wall there, losing the back end coming into the pits. Lynx carries on, Snipes carries on, but they're on different tire strategies, so they shouldn't be impeding with each other in the pits. Perfodas also carries on, Jensen carries on too. Let's put the interval back on. 7 seconds now for Lynx. He just... No, I'm sorry. My bad. Snipes not really getting closer, and let's look at the penalty situation. 3 seconds for everyone except for Donamo. He's on 6 and Fruitful is on 5. He just sped into the pit lane. No. That's his chances, because the other 2 guys had 3 seconds. He didn't have anything. But now on his next stop he has to wait 5 seconds, so that throws away his chances of finishing in a good position. Because I'm right if I say you can't serve penalties during a safety car, right? Or a VSC. Or am I
do
wrong?
not believe you can serve penalties during a safety car or VSC.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yes, Snipes was picking up a lot of time when Fruitful and Calzo fitted. I saw a gap go from like 3.5 seconds to 2.5 through the stadium section.
Yeah, he's on 10.6 behind Jensen right now. Just calculated that quick maths, you know, interval gap. Yeah, he's definitely getting past Jensen, but he has to pit later on in the race. which will allow these guys to probably get past again Donamo into the pits. Saucy and Seabucks going at it. Saucy just got past Seabucks. Seabucks will be looking to fight back, but Saucy will have the DRS right now, because that yellow dot on the minimap means if you have DRS on the main straight, you have DRS on the second straight right here too. As we enter the second sector, nothing really happening. This is the closest battle on track. Saucy and Seabucks, they're not far away from Perfortus. It's right up ahead, only like about 1 second. He gets a 3-second penalty. I think that makes that 6. Not sure. Could be just only 3. And look at that, Saucy's just dropping Seabucks and catching Perfortus in the meantime.
Jensen throws it in the pits. I think he should have hit about a lap earlier. I feel like those softs, he was out a little bit long in them.
And there he goes. Links just follows him in. I think he's just a copycat. So does Perfortus. Just copying what the number 1 driver is doing. That's also a strategy. As Calzo is now getting past all of them. Does he get past Jensen? No, he does not. Jensen is still well ahead. 4 seconds to be exact. I think he had a lead of about 6 to 7 seconds when they entered the pit, so he has, the undercut has cost him about, let's say, 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, nice little smoke cloud there going through sector 2 from somebody, I don't know who that was. Was it a glitch on the track? Nice to see though.
Definitely.
What is the closest battle on the track right now? I guess I'd be Seabucks' office still. We're still within a second of each other. Let's see if Seabucks can do anything. I also like to point out my dedication to contest and speed. I have a napkin full of blood here.
What?
And my nose just started pouring in the middle of that.
Oh, Seabucks into the pits almost hits the wall though, on the entry, the wall on the left. That's something weird. Snipes is also in the pits, only literally 1 lap behind Jensen went into the pits. That did he stretch the softs that far, because they're on mediums and they're pitting 1 lap behind soft drivers.
Not sure.
Yeah, not sure either, as Hecht has DRS on... Oh, no. Arbar has DRS, Hecht does not have DRS.
Come on, Hecht, I'm rooting for you.
Isn't this his debut, or not?
I have not seen the name before, I'm guessing.
Not familiar, I haven't seen him anywhere before. Could be his first EU1 race, maybe he has driven somewhere else, but for as far as I know, it's his debut, as he gets overtaken by Donamo. They're still going side by side. Ooh.
Love the lag.
He got pushed wide, but he wasn't really well ahead, just maybe his front wing, that was all that's left.
Picking up 3 seconds. It will not help his cause later in the race.
Nope. Now he is equal to Calzo and Lynx. Jensen 17.5. He just set a lap that is better than some of these guys' quali laps.
Yeah, somebody's quali lap was, I think it was Kim Cutter. I believe put up a 17.9.
So if we look at the tires, Snipes and Saucy are on the softs. They have to pit again for another set of softs. So will the medium runners. They also will have to pit for another set of softs. But the Ferraris are very close together right now, so I'm curious to see, 1, how they will work that out, and 2, Snipes is starting on his mediums. Won a lot of time now because he's right behind his teammate though, who was in second.
I will be right back.
And he was about 8 seconds of the road, so I'm sorry, 2 seconds. So yeah, not much changed if you look at it that way. We going to see anything? Doesn't really look like it. And look at that. Snipes really catching his teammate now on the softer compound. His teammate has to just let him go. You don't want to hold up your teammate. Okay, we're in the stadium section. It's not easy to let your teammate pass there. Probably doing it on the straight, giving him some DRS to go with it, so he gets that speed too. As Snipes now 16.8, and there he goes. Snipes not having all the ERS, only 6%. Oh wait, what's that? Oh, Calzo and Fruitful fighting. Oh, Fruitful gets a little bit slidey on the back end. And here we go, neither of them has DRS, but Fruitful's sending it down the inside. There he goes, Calzo not giving up, he has the inside for the next corner, pushes Fruitful wide, just leaves enough space for him to stay on track, and there he goes, still side by side, again leaves just enough space, and now Fruitful has to stick in behind. Snipes is definitely getting closer on the softs. He's probably gonna overtake these guys and then try to make a run for it. Oh, Fruitful had to counter steer a bit there. If Snipes gets past these guys, do you think he's gonna be able to catch Jensen, who's 7 seconds up the road? Make it 8. Nice. Okay, we're on the straight now. What's Snipes going to do? Probably get past these guys, as he already is. Didn't even need the DRS. There he goes. Look at that. Down the inside, and he gets it done. Next one. Here he goes. DRS again. This time his opponent does not have DRS. But by the looks of it, he's pumping ERS because he can't get past. Way more ERS, by the way, on Calzo, 35% compared to 15%. And here we go, through the middle sector, definitely gonna hold up Snipes on the softs. Makes the gap to Jensen even bigger, he's running out to 8 seconds. Here we go. Into the stadium section now. Fruitful picks up another 3 seconds. No. Also, I mean, you have to give it to them. It is a tricky track to pick up time penalties, though. So I don't blame them, though. I would do the exact same as Fruitful's doing right now. And here he goes. Snipes on the softs. Gets past. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Now, do you think he's gonna be able to catch 8 seconds to Jensen on these softs before they need to pit again?
It would be a party pooper here, but no, I don't think 8 seconds is doable for anybody to catch somebody.
He's on the softer compound though. Fruitful gets past Calzo, sending it down the inside. There he goes. Calzo wants to try to switch back, but that corner's way too tight to try it. You're so much slower if you're on the inside, because you have to turn it so much harder. Saucy got let pass by his teammate, and now he's looking to get past Seabux. Donamo and Arbar are fighting. Donamo runs wide, and there goes Arbar. He lets him back past. I think there were some weird things going on here.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's your point of Snipes catching Jensen. He's only.
And there he goes. Arbar gets a mistake and Donamo goes for it. In the S section. We're already 21 laps in this race. We're doing good. And there he goes, Calzo down the inside of Fruitful. This fight's gonna keep going, I think, which allows Snipes to get a gap between them and not having to worry about them. Also goes I don't know what I want to say. He's just trying to catch Jensen. As you have a yellow flag.
Who's that?
I don't know who that was. I think that was the McLaren of Max. and Hecht gets past Arbor because he's in the pits. Yeah, I think there are some guys in here who are really struggling with having to drive without ABS, because I think most of the reserves would have ABS enabled.
Yeah.
But in EU1 it is disabled, mandatory disabled, so a lot of guys struggling with that, at least the ones who don't usually drive with it.
Yeah, very difficult to turn off ABS if you haven't done it before. Into a race.
In my opinion, it's actually fine on this game though. To be honest, like, I've tried it, but depends on the track too. As we see Saucy here going for a move on Seabucks, there he goes. Yep, just slots in ahead and gets a move done. No problems there. Depends on the track though, because at some tracks it's easier to run without ABS than at other tracks though. I've tried it at a couple tracks now, and definitely I can tell you at Mexico I couldn't do it, but then at other tracks I can. So yeah, it's something weird. I tried it at Singapore and it was fine in Singapore, but in Mexico I couldn't do it. I don't know.
I tried in Portimao. That'll be fun.
Oh, nice. But Portimao has already passed in the season, so
these guys are thankful.
Yeah. Snipes now, by the way, 4.6 seconds, and when do these guys pit? That's my question, because we were on lap 22 out of the 36. They pitted on lap 16, the medium runners. Jensen pitted on lap 15. There goes Fruitful! Does a 360 almost, and ooh, hits the back end hard, and there he goes into the pits. Probably going for the softs now. Nope, just retiring, rage quitting from the race. I mean, I don't blame you. 6 seconds plus 5 seconds.
The 6th lap in the soft is Snipe, if he wants to be daring. I think that. Well, I don't think there's any way that he can make this last to the end.
He's not gonna make the softs last. Jensen could actually make the mediums last though. He stretched the softs till lap 15, so I think it's possible though. Looking at he's only 7 laps on the mediums, only like about 13 laps to go, so yeah.
Yeah, in AM2 I know Vomu got a puncture last lap and he stretched the mediums about 20 laps, so seems like Jensen might be doing something similar in that'll.
And here goes Arba. Oh, Arba wants to get past Kitten, but ends up on the grass because Kitten pushed him a bit harsh. But still gets a move done around the outside. And then we head back to the front as Lynx is on the back of Calzo, looking to get past and maybe defend for his teammate. He has the DRS, Calzo does not. 13% against 30%. So he is still getting it. He closes the DRS early. The back wing goes down early on that red Ferrari. Maybe doesn't want to get past just yet. And look at that, Snipes 3.5 seconds behind now. He will have to pit for another set of softs. Jensen, on the other hand, does not necessarily have to, but he could do so. But that might jeopardize his position since... Jensen 3 seconds. Let's look at a penalty situation again. All of these guys on 3 seconds. We have Jensen, Snipes, Calzo, Lynx, Saucy all on 3 seconds. Saucy is 2.5 seconds behind Seabucks on 6 seconds. And then yeah, the other guys are nowhere near in contention to win the race. But 3 seconds for Perfodes, 12 for Donamo, 6 for Arbar, 3 for Kitten, and 9 for Max. If you are interested.
Another 3-second time penalty.
For who?
Lynx.
Lynx. Nah.
I know.
Ah shit, he's on 6 seconds right now, so that deletes his chances. And Saucy is in right now, this lap, 11 laps on the softs. Snipes will have to pit very shortly unless he's trying to stretch these softs till the end, but his softs will be dead, like completely dead.
Yeah, yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
I don't know how he can do that, but
Yeah, in Dutch we would say morsdood. So there we go. I think he will catch Jensen, but I mean, I think he would have if the softs, one, could last longer, and two, if he didn't, yeah, no. Basically it comes down to the same thing. So, yeah, no, if the softs could last longer, I think he would have called him, but I mean, if Lynx and Calzo stay out on the mediums, then Jensen probably lost his win, his first place, and there he goes, Snipes is in. If the other two medium runners also pick for softs, then Jensen could do the same, because then he doesn't lose his first place. But of course Snipes will be losing positions now to his teammate, and there he goes, Calzo is in for the softs too. So is Seabucks. He has to, because he was on the softs. Alp in his Mercedes keeps going. So that puts Snipes still into P4, only 2.5 seconds behind, about 3 seconds behind the Mercedes. So he could still be on for a podium here.
He is penalty free, so maybe he'll be on for that podium.
Alp is penalty free.
Older mediums.
And Lynx is on 6 seconds, so if Alp gets within 6 seconds of Lynx, then that's it. Also, yeah, Alp is penalty free, so he will catch Snipes if he can stay. I don't think he will be able to keep up with Snipes for 10 laps. That's a bit far-fetched.
Especially on fresh softs.
Yeah. Jensen's in. He's going for the softs.
Jensen, I think that's a very smart call from Jensen, because
Snipes,
those mediums would have been close.
Snipes' undercut is not going to work. I think not, because one, he's behind the Mercedes of Alp right now on the mediums, and second, he was 3 seconds behind when he went into the pits. So I'm curious to see where he comes out. No, I think he gets ahead, because they're already up to speed. Jensen needs to get up to speed. He burns ERS to get up to speed. Look at that, DRS slipstream uses Jensen's slipstream, and he gets past. No, around the outside, Jensen, what a move! Look at that, Snipes is not giving up. And here we go.
The DRS, he will be able to
yeah, he has the DRS now, so he will stay behind for this lap at least, but Jensen will probably catch him in the main straight with DRS next lap. We are going to see this battle through till the end of the race. How exciting.
Definitely.
This is great.
I think they catch Lynx with only 8 seconds for Lynx. Yeah.
They're definitely catching Lynx, that's one. And second, Lynx could also pit for the softs. That's possibility, you know.
If he's official softs, he should definitely pit this lap.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I think he shouldn't.
I don't think he should. I want to see somebody on mediums.
I think he shouldn't. He's gonna lose out to Snipes and Jensen, but they're pulling away from Alp in his Merc. So if he plays this right, he could still end up in third if he doesn't pit.
Very true.
Because Calzo on his softs, he's about 13 seconds behind. So as we see, Jensen now overtakes Snipes as predicted last lap. He's 13 seconds behind, so he's probably not catching Lynx on his softs. Alp, with a bit of luck, is far enough behind to not catch up on penalties. So Lynx staying out on the mediums, there's a good chance he wins this. He gets third. Still a podium, double podium for Ferrari, that would be good. And then it comes down to these two, who takes first and who takes second. 1 lap fresher tires doesn't make a lot of difference, if you ask me. Maybe it doesn't distract, but I don't think it does.
I don't think a game-changing difference here.
Yeah, definitely not. Through the stadium section for the 28th time this race. This race is going really fast though.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Definitely something else to look out for.
Snipes is not using DRS. He's not opening that back wing. Maybe does he need to save fuel? No, he doesn't. Maybe he wants to save some ERS and wants to stay behind, doesn't want to drive in front and maybe wait for the last lap to overtake, but that's a risky strategy because Jensen has way more ERS than you do, so if you save, he can save and then he can burn it all on the last lap too. So I'm curious to see.
We saw Jensen try and go for, or we saw Assassin try to do that to Jensen in China. So
yeah, definitely, and it didn't work out. I tried it against Luke at USA, it didn't work out. So if Snipes is gonna try it today, will it work out or not? That's the question to be asked. Has Jensen looked to be pulling away in the second sector, but now the gap has come down to about 4 tenths again, 5 tenths. Here we go again. Another lap, lap 30. 6 more laps to go. This time he does open up the DRS. 10% against 20%, and he closes the DRS manually again. He closes it very early before the braking zone. Maybe as a precaution to not hit the back of Jensen. Could that be a possibility, or why else would he close it early?
Maybe a misclick. I'm not sure why you closed early there, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I have no clue why, but keep in mind these are EU1 drivers. They're better than me, so they probably know better than me.
Yeah, these guys are at a different level for sure.
Yeah, I'm just here talking stuff, but in the end I'm EU4. I have no clue what I'm talking about. Nah, maybe I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just say stuff.
Yeah, it works either way, doesn't it?
I mean, it fills the gaps. Just keep talking, it fills the gaps.
You want to talk about a gap? Snipes under 4 tenths coming through the final corner back onto the main straight.
Yep.
Lap 31 getting underway. Snipes picks up 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah.
So that puts Snipes at 6 or 9. Let's take a look again. He is passing this time. There he goes. Snipes is on 6 seconds, so Alp is nowhere near them. So he will not get the positions. Lynx is also on 6 seconds, so he will not get the positions either. Jensen only on 3 seconds, and then Calzo and Sossi just get past Alp right now. Yeah. He just let his teammate pass, but again they're 8 seconds behind. The thing right now is, if they can get within 6 seconds of Snipes, he loses the position. If they can get within 6 seconds of Lynx, who is on the mediums, which will be much easier to do over the course of 5 laps, Snipes could lose the podium here.
Yeah, that extra penalty does not help him out.
Yeah, definitely not. But I mean, all I can say to you, you're on old mediums. What is it? 15 lap old mediums. Try your best to stick with these two guys. Use the slipstream and the DRS for as long as you can to get us to stay as far ahead of Calzo and Sossi, because if they drop within... Oh no, wait, they're also on 6 seconds. What am I talking about? I'm literally talking useless stuff here, because they're also both on 6 seconds, so it doesn't matter what they do.
Yeah, something that is useful, linked blocking off the incident, trying to...
That certainly is, yes, of course. Playing the team game, the long con. And he's outside of DRS, are you seeing that? Outside of Snipes' DRS.
Did not see that.
For now, he probably will get back inside. Jensen now on 10%, Snipes on 20%. The roles have, the tables have turned, because it was Jensen on 20% and Snipes on 10% the last time I checked. They just switched ERS percentage, and Jensen trying his best to get inside the DRS, and he did. At the activation point, he got DRS, and he's just over 1 second right now. I don't think you're making up I don't think you're making that up inside the stadium section. So you will have to do the straight without DRS. This could be Lynx driving in the way of Jensen. Could be the reason he doesn't win the race.
Yeah, that would be something.
All thanks to Lynx playing the perfect team game for Snipes. Both of these guys using all of the ERS they have left on 0% coming down the straight, braking, going back up to around 10%, just under 10%. Seabux gets past Alp. Alp is fighting Seabux. Or, I'm sorry, he might not be, because Seabux is on the softs.
Level mediums. I think he's just trying to force his home to the end.
Yeah. It looked like they were fighting, but probably not. He's dropping down now. Here we go, lap 33. Jensen cannot seem to get inside the DRS. He's 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds behind Jensen. What has happened from being so dominant to having to catch the guy ahead? Shit. Oh, really? Got my hopes up. I just see yellow flag popping up on my screen. I look at the minimap. I was hoping for the safety car, and then just Max retires inside the pits, unfortunately. A one-lap safety car, because of course we're nearing the end of the race, so most likely if it happens it's a VSC right now, but a one-lap safety car right now would be beautiful actually. Puts these two back together, and curious to see what they can do. Also, it wouldn't be so beautiful for Lynx though. What? No, I didn't say that. Because Calzo and Saucy also have 6 seconds. I keep forgetting they do.
They're beyond 6 seconds inside the top 6, except Jensen.
Yeah, and if we look at it right now, Jensen's there. Oh yeah, true. Snipes is on 6 seconds, Jensen on 3 seconds. So as long as he stays within 3 seconds of Snipes, he still gets it first place. So the team game from Lynx didn't really do that much, but he is dropping time now though. He's 1.7. Snipes probably putting all of his probably putting everything into these last few laps to try and get outside those 3 seconds, maybe try and push Jensen into a second penalty, putting him at equal playing fields. How many warnings does Jensen actually have? Like, is he close to that second warning? Close to that second penalty? I have no clue. But he can't seem to get closer. 1.6 seconds, that's where he stays. Both of these guys really outside DRS. Yeah, look at Snipes burning it all. Look at Jensen burning it all. Both burning. That's it. Let's go and take a look over here. Saucy wants that 4th place from Calzo, as Alp gets passed by Donamo and Perfortes in the pits.
Jensen has 1 warning.
1 warning, so he would need to pick up 2 more warnings with about 1.5 laps to go to even get a penalty. So he has 1 warning to play with. And Saucy now sits on 9 seconds of penalty, so that's not going to help Calzo. That's not going to help him. If he gets past Calzo now, it won't do anything, because there's no way he pulls a 3-second gap. Lynx now, he is dropping on those mediums though. 2.5 seconds to Calzo, but we have entered the last lap of the race.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Alf got a puncture, but he had to take off his older medium.
Oh, I'm missing it. Saucy's getting past Calzo. Won't do much because of the penalty situation, but still nice to look at. People battling.
Definitely.
If only Seabux was within 3 seconds of these two, then he would get past Saucy, as we see Perfortes now getting past Donamo on the softs, on the softer compound, and he gets the move done. And now, there we go, let's jump to Snipes as he finishes up the 3rd sector. Just starting it now. He's almost out of fuel. I'm seeing the fuel light burning. I'm hearing fireworks getting lit up into the sky. comes around the final corner to win the Mexican Grand Prix after 36 laps in his Ferrari. Perfect team game by Lynx, but it couldn't be enough. Jensen still gets it on penalties. Lynx now crossing the line in third, double podium for Ferrari. Sossi gets fifth, Calzo fourth, Seebucks taking home sixth. Profodas will take home seventh with Donamo behind on the harder compound. Easy pass. Is Alp gonna get past Donamo too? He might try to do so. He wants it. He's on the softer compound. Very close into that third sector. Does he send it up the inside? No, he doesn't. Maybe he knows he gets in on penalties. He's pushing him around the corner. And there he goes, he does get it on penalties. 7th for Profodas, 8th for Alp, 9th for Donamo. Arbar gonna come home in 10th as he takes the second sector very wide. Hecht actually right behind on the softer compound. This battle is not over yet. Well, I mean, Hecht doesn't have penalties, Arbar does, so he's definitely losing out.
9 seconds and 2 points.
Nice. There we go. Arbar crosses the line and then Hecht crosses the line too to pick up the last point. Another race done. Sossi gets driver of the day provided by Coastmasters. That's nice to see. And this is your podium. An AlphaTauri on the top step with 2 Ferraris next to him.
Do you know who got fastest lap? Oh, Snipes did. Alright, that's good.
Who got what?
Fastest lap.
Snipes did, yes, so that's 1 extra point, brings him up to 19, but let's run you down the grid. Jensen takes home the win on penalties, that's 25 points. 3 more wins to go to get first in the championship. Snipes takes home second with his Ferrari teammate in third, finishing in very old mediums, don't know how many laps. Calzo takes home fourth, Sossi fifth, Seebucks sixth, Profodas 7th, Alp 8th. Donamo gets 9th, last point goes to Hecht, Arbar gets 11th, and then Kitten gets home in 12th, and your DNFs are Max Fruitful, Vamu, Electric Blade, Jay Wheezy, and Thomas.
Yeah, very exciting race from EU1 tonight.
Definitely, I enjoyed it a lot.
I did as well. Let me see if I can get some of these guys in here for interviews.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I'm down today.
Jensen, Snipes, and Lynx.
We don't care about sleep. Sleep is for pussies.
Who is it? Snipes, Lynx.
Snipes, Lynx, and Jensen.
What is Snipes' name? Oh, please don't go away.
What is it?
NRX. Or
I know it's IFR Jensen, it's NRX Snipes, and IFRA Lynx.
I added them in the Content Speed Discord. I'll add them to the party, and we'll get that set up. I'll let you do the interviews tonight.
You want to ask some questions?
You're going to ask all the questions.
Okay, sure. You want to do
right.
interviews, but I have to ask a question. Sounds good.
Makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Definitely does.
Killing the dead air, Rolex. A great Sector 2 sponsor there.
Where?
It's somewhere. It's like the second gear hairpin. Right before the S's.
Sure. Yeah. There's also Rolex on the second DRS part of the track.
Yeah.
One whole
Fantastic
straight of Rolex signs.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah, we do.
No, that's not just Canada. Canada's got the grass with the Rolex. That's my favorite.
Yeah, right. So, wait, who just joined? I think that was
Snipes.
Snipes. There we go. And there's Jensen. Is Links coming or is he not?
I think so.
Okay, then. Let's wait so we can
Okay,
start off
nothing
with
on links.
third.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't, we'll start off with Snipes. Either way, it all works.
Works out in the end, yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen. So, let's start off with Links, who takes home third on an old set of mediums. How have you experienced this race?
It was scary at the end because there's two people and stuff coming and they were like 1.6 at the end, so one more lap they probably had me, but Saucy had 9 seconds and then only Calzo had the same as me, so it probably would have been P4 if they got to me. But yeah, the one stop is a risk, but you know, it gave me a podium, so yeah, it was a good race. The pace was decent and yeah, everything went decent pretty much. It was just a decent race.
Well, I hope you're glad that it was a decent race, because could have been worse, I guess. Must be happy with the podium though, with two, well, a podium for both Ferraris, taking home 18 and 15 points.
I mean, yeah, it's good points for the constructors, and yeah, it's good for Ferrari. I looked at the Ferrari chat before the race, and they said they just need me and Snaps to have a good race, and yeah, I think second and third is a pretty good race.
I think you delivered, definitely.
Yep.
Also, starting on the... No, that was Snipes who started on the medium, so... Yeah. Anything else you want to say, honestly?
I mean, it was just a pretty boring race, really. It was just...
Boring?
After Calzo just pitted second, it was just... You know, just keep the pace up and just... You know, just see where I can finish in the end, and yeah, the pace was just good enough, you know. One more lap and I probably would have been behind both of the soft runners, but then, yeah, just worked. So yeah, it's good. Let's get another podium.
Yeah, definitely, like, well done. You did you drove a very good race. Of course, GG on getting third and 2 Ferraris up on the podium. If we then move on to Snipes, who gets second after crossing the line in first, unfortunately. How was your race?
Yeah, I think the pace was very, very good. At the start, I had a little fight with Profodus and Alp on the mediums. I think that hold me up a little bit, and got an unnecessary 3 seconds. That gave me the 6 seconds in general, and that's why Jensen could have took that P1. But in general, it was a very good race.
Yeah, definitely nice. Of course, as earlier mentioned, good points for Ferrari, 18 points for yourself. Starting on the mediums, actually. So, what was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I knew there were many reserves, so I didn't think they were going to be on the pace as EU1 normally is. So I just took the risk, and it paid off very well.
Yeah, definitely not, as obviously ABS is disabled in EU1, so makes it hard for a lot of reserves. Qualifying went well. Qualified with the mediums inside the top 10. Did you think that was going to happen, or?
I think my lap wasn't even that good, to be honest. I didn't have any good sector ones. Yeah, just improved on sector 2 and 3 were pretty good, I think, but sector 1 wasn't good enough. There was a lot of time in there still.
Well, to be honest, there were maybe only 8 EU1 drivers, so the rest was reserves.
That's right.
Of course, well done on your podium, GG on your second place and your 18 points. Go enjoy them, because we have 2 weeks winter break. Jensen then taking home first, closing in on Passassin. Yeah, how have you experienced this race?
It was comfortable at first, I think. I was on the soft at the start. I got a very, very nice gap at the start. I went very long as well, which I don't know. To be honest, I think pitting earlier, if I knew about the going out two stop, I think pitting earlier may have saved me a lot more from snipes than it happened. But yeah, I was on the mediums. I saw snipes was catching up. He pitted. I didn't know what the gap was going to be at the end of the race, and I saw him 20 seconds behind me. So yeah, I knew it was going to be tricky to like get to the end and have him behind me, but I tried to go to the softs. I ended up coming out behind, tried fighting the position, but in the end I came out behind at first, but then I got the move done on the next lap, and I think he just held behind until the lap where we catch up the Lynx and another guy, but yeah, he got through. I tried getting through as well, but it was kind of it wasn't the greatest of moves as Lynx was bouncing over the curbs, but yeah, and ultimately lost me DRS, but yeah, in the end he got a 6-second penalty, so I just tried to keep with that. But yeah, it's another win, I guess. 25 points, 72 points,
25 points, 3 more wins and you'll have the championship. And there's 6 more races to go. Yeah, so what do you think? Is it doable? Are you gonna win the championship, or?
I'm gonna of course try. I mean, I wouldn't be too fussed really if I win or not, because of course Assassin was pretty much dominating the season before he went to
now
PC,
you are.
so it's just giving me he's basically just giving me an opportunity there. I don't know if I'll try and win the championship. I don't know if I'll just stop near the end, because in the end he's the real champion this season. But I mean, championship on paper, maybe for me. Which, I mean,
well, I mean, you drove a very good race. You have done previously to, of course, qualified on pole, 14th lap, very good lap. Could you have gone faster on your last lap or not?
Yeah. At least 2 or 3 temps quicker, I reckon. I was up, but I backed off because I didn't want to ruin my set of tyres for the race start. It was like a 7% difference if I crossed the line, so luckily enough I didn't. But
yeah, that's what we thought. Well done on first place. I hope you catch up to Assassin, because that would be great, and enjoy
leading. Yeah. Now, if I didn't, I've lost 90 points in the first 12 rounds, so
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and the last 6 races have all been first or second, so
that's unfortunate. But
it's a great change.
Enjoy 2 weeks of Christmas break. We'll be back in January next year. Happy holidays to everyone. Also the people watching, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in January on Monday for EU4 at 9 PM UK time.